Yes, that is right. We have picked Toro Rosso as our car. We're going to drive for the Red Bull sister team throughout this first season of the career mode. And here we are already in Australia. And now we're going to go out for some qualifying. I'm just going through stuff here, just checking the engine mix, how much fuel we've got, what kind of mix I want to put it in. Gonna go for the fast mixture, and we cut now. This is actually Q2. I used this instead because we made it through Q1, without a problem. So here we are. This is our best lap of qualifying. As you can see, we're currently in 10th, just about to make it into Q3. But then, within a moment of that, we're knocked back down to 11th place, which knocks us out of Q2, meaning we'd start from 12th place right now, as you can see. And that's telling us to pit stop. That means we have the ideal amount of fuel, the lowest amount of fuel to put a fast lap in possible, so we're going to go with that. I mean, somehow we go purple through Sector 1. We have the fastest time in Sector 1 on the Grand Prix in the qualifying right now, which is spectacular. That's really good. But Sector 2 here is just where I can't get on the throttle good enough. I slide out of that corner, and this is where the AI in the race as well really catch me up. I cannot get the power through here. I'm 4/10 up on Hulkenberg right now, but you know, I was 7/10 up on him at Sector 1, and now this sector I'm just horrible at. I think it's the Toro Rosso, it just doesn't have the grip that other cars require, because I just lose so much time through here, just a ridiculous amount. Like, I'm 4/10 up on Hulkenberg, but it's just that you know, revving out of that corner is, I can't get on the power soon enough. I don't have the grip to go through it. This is our best lap. It's a 1:32.7, which puts us in 11th place, 3/10 out from qualifying and getting into Q3. Our teammate there, Jean-Eric Verne, qualifying in 16th. And I mean, I'm kind of aiming for mid-table in this season, and that is perfectly mid-table, 11th on the grid. Well, that is mid-table, there's 22 cars on the track, so it's as close to mid-table as we're going to get. But here we are setting in, we are ready for the race. We're going to take a quick look at the grid right now, in a moment. Here we go. Lewis Hamilton leads from Rosberg, Vettel, Ricciardo, Alonso, Button, Raikkonen, Massa, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, myself, Perez, Bottas, Gutierrez, Grosjean, Verne, Kobayashi, Bianchi, Sutil, Maldonado, Chilton, and Ericsson. Now, to explain my name quickly, yes, my last name is Soft Cheese. My first name is Taylor. I'm Taylor Soft Cheese. The way I got this name is I went into the NXT developmental ground name generator, clicked it a few times, and I came out with the name of Taylor Soft Cheese. So that is who we will be racing as throughout this career mode. It's a good name, I know. But anyway, here we are. We are getting ready. We are going on the track now for the first race of the season, the first race of this career mode. And Toro Rosso. And I mean, if the season goes well, if we can do good enough, who knows? Maybe potentially the big company, you know, who I'm looking for. Maybe Red Bull, who are at the front of the grid right now, or close to the front of the grid, will call me up, but potentially not. I mean, anyway, here we are, 5 lights. Lights are out, and away we go here in Australia. And we get off to a pretty bad start. Wheels spinning off the start, and look, the top 10 just sort of driving away from us. Perez trying to come up on the inside there, trying to not collide with anyone, but we slip back down to 12th, sorry. Perez drives past, but Massa's going really slow, and we're able to squeeze him out. Coming down the straight now with the AI, just seem to bunch up against each other. I take the opportunity, late braking, dive bomb it down the inside. Bit of contact with Raikkonen, but we're into 7th. Alonso now going really slow, and we're up into 6th place already. That is a great start. Now Button ahead of us. Got a bit of grass on my tyres from attempting a little corner cut. I'm trying to not get on the grass, but sometimes I just do it, and unlike in previous games where the grass was on your tyres for a few seconds, this grass can stay on your tyres for like a lap or so, and it can get really annoying, and the grip just, well, it just disappears. So anyway, yes, Button, as we can see in the McLaren ahead, former world champion, driving away from us now. It was 1.4 at the first split. He's gained 4/10 on me, and I don't know what I was doing at this little chicane here. You got to be taking this with a lot of power, almost flat out through there, and I was just on the brakes. I was having a horror first lap after the first sector. Now, I thought I did that corner well, and you can tell I kind of did because I've gained a little bit of button. This corner I'm just horrific at, and then this I'm not that bad at. As you can see, I've gained a bit on button, but this last corner, the AI just get grip that I just don't get. Look, he's just powered out to the corner. Button is just gone, and well, I'm nowhere near him. But anyway, there we go, our first lap in Formula 1 done. We're in 6th place now. Here we go into lap 3. Button going really slowly on the brakes, and we overtake Button, and we're in 5th place. We shouldn't be there in this Toro Rosso, but somehow we are. Now here we are on lap 6. We've just been holding up Button pretty much. He's attempted to overtake me, but nothing has come of it. I've been in 5th place ever since lap 3, and now we're going into the pits here. Set of tyres, knocking it down to the slower fuel mix, just save some fuel for the later stages of the race. As you can see, we've dropped down to 9th. People in front of us now have either not pitted. Well, actually everyone in front of us has probably not pitted. We put on the harder compound tyres, I believe, which is going to mean slower lap times but more grip, so anyone in front of me who hasn't pitted, I should be able to catch them, as they will be on worn worn prime tyres to my fresh option tyres. And as we can see, we come out, or am I on the prime tyres? I don't know. But anyway, we come out right behind our teammate Jean-Eric Verne, side by side here. Verne just pushing me out, not leaving me any room, but he gets on the brakes really early, and we're able to take 15th place. Now, as we can see up ahead, we have Pastor Maldonado, and I believe the Caterham of Kaminu Kobayashi up ahead. And in that Caterham, he's actually having a pretty good race, but then again, he hasn't pitted yet. But still, a Caterham in 13th place is amazing, considering that's like the worst car on the grid. But anyway, here we are, we're going through now, and I'm just paying attention to the minimap. I think I can see the race leader, who I believe is Nico Rosberg, about to go into the pits, I think, or is he going across the line? I think, yeah, he's pitted. So there we go, Nico Rosberg, the leader, has pitted, and meanwhile I'm just halfway around the track, sort of cutting the corner a little bit. But as we can see, Maldonado's overtaking Kobayashi, and now we're just sort of staying behind them. We've got much more power and much more downforce than Kobayashi, and a little bit of a dive bomb maneuver down the inside puts us up into 14th. Maldonado's next, and wondering if we can catch him in the next few laps or so. We attempt a late break to catch up on him, but there was almost no point. As we could see, Maldonado goes into the pits, and we now take 13th position and potentially a few more positions. As you can see, I have DRS, but I didn't see that, so I didn't use it. We come out ahead of Magnussen in 8th, which is pretty good. So there we go, we cut on now to the end of lap 8, still in 8th place. Magnussen, close guy behind us, about a second away. Anyway, we came into the pits in 5th place. Where are we going to come out? Is this going to be a good pit stop? I don't see us gaining a position because Ricciardo was about 10 seconds ahead of us before we went into the pits. There's my best lap of the race, a 1:34.1 so far. We're in 6th, Raikkonen just ahead of us, and we pull out just ahead of Raikkonen into 5th place. And as you can see, a car has retired. We are down to 21 cars anyway, lap 13 now. Raikkonen overtakes me, and as you can see, he's taking these corners so slow, but it's just that part of the track you just cannot find an overtaking opportunity. And Raikkonen in the Ferrari, he's got the same engine as me, but he just has more downforce and more grip to work with. As we can see, we make contact with Raikkonen, but I give him the position back to avoid a potential penalty. But here we are, next lap. I do a bit of a corner cut. You know what they say, karma's a bitch. And we go right into the wall, knocking off a part of our front wing, trying to gain on Raikkonen. We've actually lost him, and the guys behind us have gained on us. Magnussen right behind me. This is just a horrific part. A lock up there, go wide. Magnussen for some reason goes way wide, goes way too wide. Bottas gains on me. Now Bottas has got DRS. He's going to drive down the inside, easily take 6th place for there. And then he puts on the brakes really early, and we are just thankful enough to get past him. We get a warning for causing a collision, but we're thankful to get past him without breaking a bit of more of our front wing off. Nico Rosberg wins the race. Here we are on the final lap now, coming around the final turn. We're all over the place. There's no grip left in these tyres, but somehow In the Toro Rosso, we come home for 6th position in our first Grand Prix. What an amazing result that was. I was hoping for 10th place, but to come home 6th was just, well, that was amazing. And there you go. I mean, as you can kind of tell, I did sort of hold up the pack. I mean, Jensen Button though was almost 2 seconds behind me as we crossed the line, but I was still kind of holding up the rest of the pack. There's 9 seconds between me and 12th place, so I probably did hold up a lot of people. But anyway, here's the results. Rosberg won from Hamilton, Vettel, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, myself, Taylor Softcheese, Jensen Button, Valtteri Bottas, Alonso, Magnussen, Perez, Massa, Gutierrez, Maldonado, Grosjean, Verne, Kobayashi, Chilton, Bianchi, Sutil, Ericsson, and our only retiree, Nico Hulkenberg. And of course, that's a Drivers' Championship. The position is going to be exactly the same because this is the first race of the season. Meanwhile, in the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes lead because they won 2, and Toro Rosso are in 4th because of my points finish. But anyway, yeah, that's a great start to our season, and I hope the luck can continue on in Malaysia. There we go, a great start to the season. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on Thursday for Malaysia, and well, as I celebrate my 6th place here with the rest of my team, I will, yeah, like I said, I will see you on Thursday for Malaysia. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.